on our way to Croatia today. We left Lake Garda really early this morning. We've already been in the car for hours and hours. And we've just crossed the Italian-Slovenian border and we're going into Croatia. And when we do, it'll be the first time that we have to get out and get our passports stamped because we are leaving the Schengen zone. So Croatia is a part of the EU, but they have their own currency and they're not in the Schengen zone. The Schengen zone being that open border agreement in most of Western Europe. The line up going into Slovenia has been going on and on. Line coming into Croatia, not so much. So we've won that round. Welcome to Croatia. Adriatic is so thick with salt that I'm standing as a pin right now. I'm floating, like I'm not even trying to tread water and I'm just floating. Now this is so beautiful. The fun thing is that we just picked this spot on a map because it was over the border from Italy. We were sick of doing what appeared to be short drives in France and then ended up being ordeals because the traffic was so bad. So we're a bit burned that way. So I just looked at somewhere over the border that was on the ocean, and it was the next town over, which is Rijeka. And the accommodation was quite expensive, so I just kept following the map down. And then I found this and the accommodation was really reasonable. So we're here, Opatija, and it's just been so beautiful. I just really like that, and like my Croatian friends at home gave me recommendations of where to come, and old guides who spent their summers in Croatia, and no one suggested coming here. We just picked it because it looked good on the map and the accommodation was reasonable. So loving ourselves sick.
Oh, good morning.
That was heaps natural.
Yeah, so obviously we're here in Croatia. We spent the first of our stops down on the beach, but then we came off the grid a little bit and into the mountains, and here we are in the Plitvice Lakes. So we're going to spend today doing a bit of hiking, and here's a bit of a map of what we're going to try and achieve today. So we're going to come into entrance two, and then if you just zoom out, then I can show the whole thing. We're going to do a hike up through here, which is called the Upper Lakes, and back down through here, and then we're going to jump on this boat over here. And now the thing that everyone comes to see is this big waterfall, the Plitvice Lakes. So apparently that's meant to be spectacular. So we'll get there, and we're going to spend about 4 to 6 hours hiking today. Some real rugged stuff in the middle of nowhere hiking.
Well, this perfectly
the Plitvice Lakes.
This is beautifully equipped log cabin set up at every turn.
Yeah.
And like $1 million 12-ton trucks to get us up the hill.
So what we expected to be quite a difficult hike today is a Sunday afternoon stroll.
I cannot look at the camera right now because I'm keeping an eye on my feet. I've become increasingly aware in the last year or so what I don't know, clumsy or klutz, whether they're the same thing or whether there's a distinction between them. But any opportunity to like trip or to knock something over, particularly, it's about knocking things over. I seem to achieve that as much as I don't want to.
But yeah, so a bus takes you to the top of the hill here and just drops you off, and then there's 100 people walking on a single boardwalk for 5 kilometres, all just jamming each other up. What a time to be alive. So one of the special things about Plitvice Lakes, where we're at right now, is that there's over 90 waterfalls in this sequence of lakes. They call them the Upper Lakes, and they all feed down into the Lower Lakes. And we'll get the cheeky little crescendo of the big waterfall, the slap, right at the end of this little walk that we do. It's a good thing I've got my ducks in a row.
Burn the map. I ignored the signs. Been feeling farther away. 2 years in a couple of days. I just wave my hand to the world outside like it's all okay. I can't believe what my eyes have seen. I just woke up from a broken dream. Who can stop my hands from shaking? I need you to take them, and I don't wanna wait.
This here is a good example as to why you should get out and see the world when you get the chance and don't leave it. Because this used to be a lake right behind us, which says that Plitvice is ever changing and it won't be the same next year as it is this year, and certainly different in 10 years' time.
Will you sit with me?
You were an authority on funny? You an authority on funny?
I think so. I think I've got a pretty good shtick going. Grew up on Jerry Seinfeld and Dawn French. I think that's a good mixture of all the right comedic geniuses of our generation. And I look like this.
If I don't run out this door, I can't believe what my eyes have seen. I just woke up in a
What's on the menu today, Murph?
Sandwiches. Salami, cheese, cured ham, rolls, and some creamy salad thing. Salmonella with some meningococcal and some other food poisoning. So cream and sweaty deli meats. Bon appetit!
This is one of 16 lakes here at Plitvice, which culminates with the lowering layers, 90 plus waterfalls as we talked about earlier. And the interesting thing is you can't actually swim in these lakes because these are used for drinking water in the local areas.
And how sick, like look how blue it is. It's unreal.
Got him. There's better on the Gib River. Not having the camera out when we're going through some shit. In all my experience operating vehicles, well, not that much, many years though, I just forgot to put the car in gear and we nearly fell into a ravine, and I continued to keep forgetting to do it until I looked down and I was like, I'm not in first gear, that's why we're not actually biting and getting out of here. But we're still here, we didn't go into the ravine, and that's that.
Let's do that in slow-mo. Thanks heaps for watching. If you like this video, click on the playlist to watch the rest of our European adventure. You can see where we started and how the bloody hell we got here. Or never not.